Hey, what's up guys, it's Nick White. I do tech and coding stuff on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm doing all the LeetCode problems. Everything's in the description, and my YouTube channel has a playlist of all these LeetCode problems. Doing all the tree ones today. This one's called distribute coins in a binary tree. So given the root of a binary tree with n nodes, each node in the tree has node.val coins, and there are n coins total. In one move, we may choose two adjacent nodes and move one coin from the one node to another. Okay, so I got a little bit tangled up in the wording there, but basically a node will have a bunch of coins. It'll have excess coins, and you want to return the number of moves that's going to take for us to distribute the coins evenly among the whole binary tree, right? So you can see that the root has 3 coins here, but these two children don't have nodes, so it takes 2 moves, because we just give one to the left and one to the right. This one takes 3 moves because we're at the left leaf node, and it only takes 1 move to get to the parent, but it takes 2 moves to get to the rightmost node, right? And then you can look at the rest of this. It's pretty self-explanatory how this works. We're just returning the number of moves it'll take to evenly distribute all these coins. So to do this actually took me a few minutes, if anyone was watching my stream, to figure out, because it's kind of just a mathematical thing that you have to know. It took me a while. I wanted to figure out why, but I looked at the solution, and I actually have this diagram to show you guys. But basically, the number of moves that it's going to take to evenly distribute these corresponds exactly to what we're going to do to solve this. Is we're going to traverse the whole tree and just take the absolute value of the current node and add it to an ongoing sum, and then subtract 1 from that sum at the very end, right? So you could see, I don't know if I can explain this value, but you could see these are the absolute values of all of the nodes here, right? And it's just a fact that the absolute value of all the nodes together minus 1 is going to give us the exact amount of moves that we need to distribute the coins evenly. It's just a fact. There's reasoning behind it, but you just have to realize that that's a fact. And I was trying to I was like, how do you figure this out? But it's just, that is the absolute value of all the nodes together minus 1 is going to be the exact amount we need, right? So we're adding, if you take the absolute value of each node and you subtract 1 from the absolute value, obviously, and you add all of those together, you would get 8 here, which is the exact amount that we would need to evenly distribute the nodes from here, right? So this is 3. We subtract 1 from the absolute value of 4, which is 3, and we're just going to evenly distribute, here you go, 1, 2, 1, 2. Basically you can count these out, but it would end up being 8 moves at the very end if you kind of distribute these out. I thought this was a good diagram, but yeah, if you just go to the discussion, maybe I'll link this in the description. It's the same thing, and if you look at the solution, it actually says the same thing that I'm telling you right now. It's just going to be the excess. If a leaf of a tree has 0 coins or an excess of -1, then what it means, we should push a coin from parent to the leaf. Let's say it has 4 coins, excess of 3, then we should push 3 coins off the leaf. In total, the number of moves, here's the sentence that we need. In total, the number of moves from that leaf to its parents is the excess, which is equal math.abs of nums of num coins minus 1. Afterwards, we never have to consider that leaf again for the rest of our calculation. So yeah, all we have to do is we'll have this variable called num moves. We'll set num moves to 0, obviously, at first, because we're making 0 moves to distribute the coins evenly. Then we're going to call give coins. It's basically just a helper method. We'll pass in the root. And then we'll do return num moves, because we'll update num moves in the give coins method at the end. So we'll have this public int give coins method where we'll update our num moves variable up here. That's why we make it public to the other method that we declared above this first method, so that we can get it in the second one. That takes in a tree node. You can call it root or node or whatever you want. If node is equal to null. So if it's a null node, then obviously we're just going to return 0, because it's an integer method. It returns an integer. It's going to be 0 because it's a null node. Otherwise, we're going to recurse on the left and right side. So on the left side, we'll recurse on the left node, obviously, node.left. This is like all the other tree problems where you do just left and right recursive calls. node.right. So we're recursing through the whole tree, and then all we have to do is increment our num moves variable with, we'll have these are going to be calculations of the absolute values of these nodes. So we just, I mean, not of the absolute values of these nodes, but of the values of these nodes. So all we have to do is math.abs of left plus math.abs of right onto our num moves. And what we'll do here is we'll return at the bottom. What we're going to return is the node.val plus the left and right to get all the other values too. And then subtract 1. We subtract 1 at the bottom, so we don't have to account for that -1 subtraction. Each node that when we get to the bottom, we're going to return -1 because we don't have to worry about those nodes anymore. Sorry, it hasn't been full screen the whole time. And then this is the answer. I don't really know. I know this is a bad explanation, and it kind of took me a little bit to kind of understand it, but you kind of just have to look at it and understand that the absolute value, when you do the recursive call on the current node, you take the value of that current node, you subtract 1, and then all of those values together of every node in the tree, the absolute value of all those nodes together after subtracting 1. So if the value is 0 and you subtract 1, that's going to add on to the num moves because you need one move. It just works out, so that's how you do it. The absolute value -1 for each node. If you have an excess amount or if you need nodes, that's all going to add up to the perfect number of moves to distribute evenly among the tree. It just works like that. So you can look into this solution a little bit more with the explanations and what this guy says, but it's just kind of something you have to come to terms with. And yeah, that took me a minute to, I was like, what? How does this work exactly? But you just kind of, if you just go through an example and you kind of drag the numbers from like these 4, you drag them out to these, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's exactly the amount. So that's it. That's the solution. Pretty straightforward once you learn that fact and you understand that fact. Let me know what you guys think about that explanation in the comments below. I know it was kind of all over the place there, but that's kind of as good as I can do right now. If anyone has a better explanation, please leave it in the comments below. And check out all the other videos if you like these explanations. I do them for every problem until I get hired at Google. So let me know what you guys think. And thank you very much for watching. See you guys.